Hey, cut that shit out, Calvin. Oh, can you hear me? Ah, cool, cool, cool. Good morning, all. Okay. Oh, sorry about the delay. Just had some more than one issue, but we had a few different issues, mostly sign-on issues with the new. Yeah, good. You can hear me good. Just sign-on issues with the new merger that happened, and then some family issues. The car accident, didn't really plan that, so that came up. But I think we're up and running now. Good. There, yeah, you can see me. You can see me now, right? Good, good, good. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. Looks like we got Woodbine second coming up. Let's see what's going on there. All right. Let's get on over to Woodbine. Take a look at. So we got a turf race here though. 5 furlongs on the turf. I've said this before. I love the turf racing at Woodbine. The DePita stuff they can keep. I don't really care about that. But the turf racing is excellent there. My internet's not excellent though. Let's see. Oh boy, there we go. The one is looks strong here. I'll be honest with you, 3-1. There, he's probably deservedly less than that. Also, like the two, also the one and the two. The four, that 3-5. I don't see him that at that price. I don't. I'm not really buying that. The six, probably my third choice. So let's go 216. 216 at Woodbine, race 2. This is the week before the Stephen F. Foster's next week. You got like a star-studded uh, group there next week. I think Sovereignty's in there. And some other stars. Let's go with the two here. Fine Style. That's going to be my top pick. Let's put in an exacta also. Which will go 1, 2, 6, and then we'll come back and do another 1, 2. So we'll double down on the 1, 2. And then they're ready to pop off at Delaware also. The Delaware, and then you got Aqueduct right after that, which we'll take a look at. Delaware's got some turf racing today. That's another one. It's kind of like Woodbine in a way that the turf racing is where it's at. The good races, the good betting races are almost solely on the turf at both those tracks. Oh, we got late scratch at Woodbine. The one's out. Oh, that sucks. How's it going? Owen's out at Woodbine. So that kind of takes that we really don't even. Well, I guess we do have a 2-6 exacta still. The remnants of our exacta, because our main exacta was a 1 and a 2. So that just leaves the 2 and the 6. At Woodbine, race 2. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Looks like the weather's pretty warm all over the country. It's quite warm here in Vegas. I think it's supposed to be 107 today, so not unseasonably cold, but definitely on the cool side. All right, my phone's blowing up. Okay. Computer generated calls. I did want to talk about Belmont here. Belmont race 2, or I'm sorry, Aqueduct. It's Aqueduct really. It's just Belmont. But they're running at Aqueduct. So the venue is really the most important thing from a handicapping standpoint. Let's see here. So let's take a look at that real quick. The thing I really wanted to talk about at Aqueduct, well, really about Naira is the CAW cutoffs on the wind pools and how it has made a difference. I know there's been quite a bit of chatter on there about it. If you're on Twitter, a good follow is Ed DeRosa, which I would love to have Ed on the show at some point. So I think he'd be like in my top 4 people right now that I would like to have come on. I think I would like to have him. I like to have Vic on, Vic Stoffer, and then there's a couple other guys that I sit with when I go to NHC. Anthony, I would like to have on. So those are the people I'm chasing. But anyways, get off the subject. The Nairas has a 2-minute cutoff for CAWs on the wind pool. All the rest of the pools get hammered after the buzzer, seemingly, but not the wind pool. So, but I've noticed it you don't see the big fluctuations, at Aqueduct, and then when they were running that Belmont Stakes meet up at Saratoga, which was kind of nice. So looking for a good summer, Saratoga, with that in mind. Let's see, the first at Aqueduct. Well, I'm just kind of watching here the Woodbine race. Fourth runner actually pretty good. He ended up being 4-5, so he actually came up a little bit. The 2 was chasing him home. Is the 2 going to get there? Can the 2 get up for us? Come on, 2. Oh, the 2 is going to get up. So, bam, right off the bat. We didn't get our 7-1, mostly because I think the 1 scratched, but then they got hit. The 2 probably got hit with some CAW money late. Yeah, so the 2 ends going off at 3-1. Well, like the old saying, you beat everything but the tote board there at Woodbine Race 2. But the tote board is undefeated. Okay. I'm just gonna take a look at and see who won at Delaware, and they are off at Aqueduct. I didn't actually have any. I didn't actually have a pick there. I just wanted to talk about the CW and Naira and all that. A lot of chatter about it, like I said, on Twitter. Came in 8-1-2 at Delaware Race 3. I believe that's chalk in order. Yeah. Well, I guess it was the favorite over the third favorite, and then the second favorite ran third. The only price in there would have been the 6-horse, ran fourth at 21-1. So yeah, nothing earth shattering there at all. Let's see, what do we got next? 3, 4. So we got Gulfstream fourth coming up in about 8 minutes. Let's go through the chat real quick. Let's see what the chat has to say. All right. Got some new names in here. Yeah, Trevor Wally, the dry heat. Yeah. We got Ara from Venezuela. Bienvenidos. There we go. Bruce is booming. Yeah. I mean, it's 3-1. It would have been. I feel like if the one would have got in there, we would have got the exacta and the nice one price. So that scratch kind of hurt us. I think. You never really know for sure, but yeah, Bruce and Wally, Don Johnson, nice. Glad you're all here. I'm glad you waited for me to come in late, an hour late. We used to joke around on the job I had. People would come in late, and that person would call a part timer all day. I don't know if people do that anymore. People shame people coming in late. But anyways, those were the days. 80s and 90s. I was at a square job. Yeah, if you came in late, you were called part timer all day. Oh, come on, computer. All right, so we got Gulfstream fourth in 6 minutes, but generally they run behind anyways. I think we're okay. Let's take a look. What we have in store for the fourth at Gulfstream. Glad to be back. Feels good. Last week we had some, like I said, some sign-on issues, so I wanted to do the show. I was ready to do the show. It just didn't work out. There are always little hiccups, when you don't really. There's a lot of things that when you switch, sign-ons and companies and all that kind of stuff. I get it. Like there's all the little details that nobody thinks of that needs to be done to keep it rolling the kind of the same way as it was. Okay, so what am I? Okay. I need to get out of this. All right, the one horse. I'm talking about Gulfstream Race 4, Princess Iwana. Currently 19-1. I had this horse price really high, 250-ish. So yeah, pass on the one. Cozy Me Up. The 2 horse currently 7-2. I had this horse price at 8, 8.5 to 1. So no interest there. 3 horse, Dancing Miracle, currently 3.5 to 1. I had this horse priced at 6 to 1. So I'm not on him. No, I take that back. I had this horse priced at like 5.5. Now that I'm looking at it, that was before the scratch of the 4. So I kind of changed it a little bit. The 5 horse Idiom, currently 2.5 to 1. I had this horse priced right around that 2.2 to 1. So there's some small, little bit of value on the 5. You want to squeeze that lemon. The 6 horse Lady Lullaby. Currently, I got the camera right there blocking it. Currently 10 to 1. I am priced around 22, so no interest there. Fantasy World, currently at 13 to 1. I had him priced around 22. Yeah, I don't think I really have any interest in him. He's one kind of close though, because I could see the 7 horse drifting up above 15 or 16, and at that point maybe have some interest in him. So I'll say no for now for the 7, and then if he does drift up, then I will consider him. The 8 horse, which is I believe the rightful favorite here, currently 8 to 5 on the board. I had him priced around 2.4 to 1, but not a play for me. But I would say he's probably the most likeliest winner between 8 and 5. Those are the 2 that I would consider as the 2 deserving favorites there. Although I think 8 probably is a little better than the 5. But from a betting standpoint, I really don't see anything really that says, hey, jump off the page and bet me. Like I said, the 7 I'll watch and kind of track. The 8, like I said, is probably the likeliest winner, but it's a short price. I mean, 8 to 5 is short. So I'm a pass on the race. Post up your picks if you have a different opinion than I do, and if you would post up why you like something. Always like to see the comments. I also like to see the angles of like why, what is it about? What is it that you like about them? Like if it's a workout, pace, pedigree. What else is there? Final time, of course. So what about the 3? The 3, Dancing Miracle. I don't hate him. I mean, he's currently 5 to 1, and I think I said I liked him around 6 or 7. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily talk you off of him, but does it put me on him? Probably not. Probably not. But like I said, I don't really have anything here, so I don't have a strong opinion here. So you want to take the 3? I wouldn't necessarily talk you off at 5 to 1. Although I would say I think that he comes down at the last jump, at the last little click of the tote board. I think the 3 ends up being around 3 to 1. Just an opinion, but I think that's what happens. So I don't think you get 5. All right. Yeah, I mean, show. I'm not much of a show better myself, because if he does like do better than that, you feel like he got kind of ripped off. But yeah, you can. I mean, just have action. Sure. Sure. Okay, so I don't need to do that. What else we got beyond? We got Monmouth in 4 minutes. Monmouth had a pretty good card the other day or last week. They had their Haskell preview day. So they had like a lot of turf racing and stakes races and stuff like that. That's by far their biggest day that they have at the Monmouth meet is the Haskell day. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I said, I'm not excited about the race in general. Gomes Slinger, 69. We got Gilly, I believe, running the behind the scenes here, running the equine edge for us. I think. Oh no, it's Razor. Razor Day, not Gilly. All right. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at Monmouth here real quick. We got every screen on Gulfstream. Okay. The three horses stand out here. Short price. Smithwick's Price Spice. That's a tough one to say. Yeah, he looks like a 3 to 5 odd look on paper. I'm not really advocating betting on him because I don't think there's any value necessarily, but he is by far the likeliest winner here in this third race at Monmouth. Smithwick's Spice. Um, so what else? Is there any other options here? I don't really like the one or the two. I definitely don't like the six or the five or the six. I don't care for the seven. That was one I was kind of looking at with Paco, but he's short. He's 3 to 1. I was hoping to get 5 or 6 to 1. The other one I might consider, the only one I would consider here maybe is the A9 Midnight Story. That one doesn't seem too bad. He's 6 to 1. His projected odds though are 10. If he gets a 10, that's not bad at all. It's about where he ought to be for value. That's kind of the profit line there. Okay, so here's the Gulfstream fourth. It's 7-8-3. Looks like the three might have got second. It was close. 7 was definitely the winner there. 7-3 or 7-8. The three had every chance in the world to at least snatch second. I don't think he did. I don't know if he did though. Honestly, we'll look at the replay. Maybe it's hard to say. It's close for second. Super close for second. All right, they're loading at Gulfstream, not Gulfstream, at Monmouth race 3 on the turf for 5.5 furlongs. Three, four, five. Six. We have a 7-horse field going 5.5 furlongs on the turf at Monmouth. Monmouth Park. That's a place I would like to go. Monmouth looks nice. They certainly have their rainy days though. Well, yeah, looks nice today. All right, we are loaded up at Monmouth. We got about 8 minutes to Woodbine. 8 minutes to Woodbine. We got some more scratches here. I'm gonna swap out. Let's see. You got the can't see the numbers. You got the 7 on the rail. Looks like he's in third. I can't see the other numbers with the shit. Let's see. You got the 3 on the outside, which I think is a favorite. Trying to get up, but he won't. He'll get beat. And I don't know what number that is. That won. If I had to guess, maybe the 6. Is that the 6 that won there? No, 9. 9 wins. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I kind of liked. Yeah. I just put like some bar slop on them. Not even like a real bet. But yeah, I kind of liked him. That was Midnight Story. Yeah. What did he end up going off at? I know they were DRF was projected to go off at 10. I don't know where. Oh, he got the 9. Yeah, not too bad. I wish I would have bet him like a man. And then the 3 that he did end up going. I said he probably looked like a 3 to 5. He went off at 2 to 5. So yeah, yeah, I'm a little clueless today too. I honestly, I'm not. Like I said, I didn't even plant my foot and deliver a real uh, bet there. I'm almost ashamed to tell. I won't even tell you what I bet on. It was literally like like whatever I had in this other account. It was like $4.65 or something. It was like it wasn't even $5. It was literally like tip money. I wouldn't even say it's even pizza money. That's what people always say. Oh, that was pizza money. That wasn't even. I don't even. Wouldn't even give a. You can't even get a pizza for that anymore. You get a slice maybe at Costco. You can't get a real pizza for less than $5. Used to before the pandemic. Used to get that crappy pizza. What was that crap? So pay $21. Yeah, take it. I turned the yeah. It was like under the sofa mattress money. That's what I was calling. Like I said, I didn't have a strong opinion. The only one that kind of I thought had any value was the 9. And I thought the 3 was like almost a cinch here, really. I mean, I thought he was like 65, 70% chance of winning. And he almost did. Almost. It was close. Okay, so we got Woodbine next. Let's go through it. I think Delaware. Is Delaware? I had this race marked as one to look at. So I want I'll do Woodbine, and I guess I'll do Aqueduct also. But I do want to look at this Delaware race in 7 minutes. But we'll go through Woodbine first because that's in 2 minutes. Let's take a look at that. Okay, Toronto Hoops currently 6-1 on the board. Item price at 11. Come on. Yeah, 6-1, projected to go off at 6-1. I have price around 10 or 11. The 1 horse, so no interest there. Let's go through the 2 horse. 2 horses 8-1. That's probably what he goes off at. No mistake. I had a price at 17, so no action there. The 3 horse, too many Amy's 2-1. Looks like he's projected to go off at 2-1. I had him priced at 5-2. That's not really like I'm throwing him out, but that's not an endorsement either for too many Amy's. Yeah, there's some other stuff. I like he had a few razor sharp works also. Too many Amy's. So maybe if you wanted to play this race, but the 4 horse is a solid play. He's a 10-1 currently, projected to go off at 12. I had him priced at 8-1. So that Henna Girl is a play. Let's throw a few bucks on that. And now they're going the gate. So the only other one I would take a look maybe is the 6, the hook for hookups. I don't really. The 7 doesn't look terrible, but it's not a play. So let's go 4, and then we'll go 3 and 6 with them. Let's do that. Henna Gal, the 4. Gaskins aboard. Yeah. I feel like I'm almost like forcing it by playing exacta though. So I think the 4 is where the value's at. If you wanted to play the exacta, obviously I wouldn't talk you off of it. I'm just not excited about the prices on the 3 or the 6. Although I think the 3 is probably your likeliest winner here. But is the value there? Nah, not really. It's close, kind of close. But you're talking shorter prices, and you have a shorter prices, you always got to put more scrutiny on your bets. You get 9-1 on a horse that you think is 8-1 on this 4. I think it's. I hate the phrase no brainer, but it's kind of an auto. That's an auto play, really. You don't have to really worry about second guessing it after the race, win or lose. Seven doesn't want to have any part of this. And let's get on over to Belmont, or no, I mean Aqueduct. I keep saying that. Aqueduct. Like I said, I did want to look at that Delaware race. They're kind of like stacked on top of each other here, which drives me nuts. Aqueduct race number 3. Aqueduct race number 3. What did, I don't know if I really saw anything at this Aqueduct race. I liked the third. I can tell you, I didn't really. They scratched the shit out of this race. It was a good looking race. They had 4 scratches in this race on a beautiful day. I don't get it. Come on, owners. What is it, two nights out to run? Okay. Anyways, 5 horse. Jack and Jim, maybe. I don't know. To me, they just destroyed a good race at Aqueduct. Let's skip that one. Let's go to Delaware. Like I said, I wanted to spend a little time on it. At least that was kind of my notes about it. How much actual time do we have at Delaware? It's showing 1 minute. But let's go through it as quick as we can. I had no interest in the 1, the 2 horse. I had him priced at 3.5 to 1. He's currently 2.5 to 1. So I'm going to pass on that, even though it's kind of close. 3 is currently 8 to 1. I had him priced at 25, so no play there. The 4 I had priced at 150 to 1, so I really need to stay there. The 5, uni winner. This is one I liked a lot, especially at the price, 19 to 1, which I don't believe he'll end up going on that. I think he gets hammered down, but 5 is a play, 100% uni winner. We're on the 5. The 6, I'm on also Curlin's Cruising, but not as hot as the 5. Let's go 5, 6, and have to play the 7. 7 to me is about 40-45% chance of winning this race. I'm using me at mischief. So yeah, so let's go 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 at Delaware, and let's roll with that. 5, 6, 7. Come on, computer. And win bets on the 5 and 6. More on the 5 than the 6, though. And an exacta box 5, 6, 7. Dan's asking, what do I like about the 5? Okay, let's get on over there. If I can answer that before they go. I know I had it marked overnight. Let's see here, and I had the whole race marked up. But the 5 in general, I thought had a better chance. I mean, like I said, I had him handicapped at like 6 or 7 to 1, and he's currently, oh, come on, he's currently 16 to 1. So that's the real basic reason. I had him second in form cycle. I like the jock on here. Second in the field. Uni winner. Trainer's not great, But Cipriano Gill is very good. He's also got the second best late fraction, so I feel like he can make a run here and catch him at the wire. And his overall speed numbers are strong for this field. But I like him mostly because he's being ignored at the tote. I mean, you're getting 17-1 on a horse, like I said, I think should be half that. But that's just my pricing. Your pricing may be different. Seven Fantasy World 1 at Gulfstream came in 7-3-8 at Gulfstream Race 4. See if we got in the scratches. All the scratches. Yeah, looks like we got everything in now. I hope that answered your question. All right. 8 got out. Eight's got some speed. It's definitely a reason to like him for sure. You get, I mean, just a gnat alone is enough. He's mid-priced horse, 92. Got out to the lead, running great. Here comes the 7, I thought the deserved favorite. And here comes the 6, which I liked. I don't see my 5 though, but hopefully, if I can get the 6 and 7, I can't see who that's on the rail though. If we get the 6 on top of the 7, I'd be all right. And the 6 is going to win. Can the 7? Can you get up for second, please, 7? 5 kind of made a belated run there, which helps nobody. But 6 we had a win bet on. Like I said, it was a lesser win bet than the 5. But they ended up going off at the same odds. Oh boy. You can't make this shit up. I would have never thought that they would end up being the same odds. Just the way they were on the board, that's all. I say that. But they both 5 and 6 went off at 9-1. All right, so the next one is Gulfstream, but it's a 4-horse field. Let's see. Yeah, like had the 3 mark there, Western Shaft. I think is not the worst bet if you're gonna if you can hold your nose and bet a 4-horse field. Yeah, yeah. But I did actually have them marked. Western Shaft. But I'm not gonna waste too much time on a 4-horse field. let's get on to the, what do we got? We got Monmouth after that. We got Monmouth race 4 after that. Check the chat here. What do we got going on? Christopher NG, welcome, welcome. And big day at Thistle, yeah, Ohio Derby, and yeah, I saw that 3 horses, right? 3 horses from the Derby are gonna run in the Ohio Derby. Taking a long shot with Albus. Yeah, Albus won the Wood, right? Because I remember won the Wood Memorial at Aqueduct. So yeah, I saw that. John Egan with the parlay. There we go. You got to parlay the Reds and over, and the Twins and over. Okay. I didn't even look at baseball today. I kind of had my hands full this morning, honestly, with this and that. The 6 Curlin's Cruising at Delaware paid $21.60, so that's not too bad. Like I said, I bet half as much. Well, I bet 60% as much on the 6 I did the 5 uni winner, but did cash. Should have cashed that exacta. That's 7. Yeah. Yeah, every opportunity to get second. Easy second. What time does that go? Let me look. I generally don't. Well, here I have over here. I generally don't even download Thistle. I don't. That track is. If you just compare races that have 8 or more horses in them, they have the lowest win payout of any track in North America. So that's all right. So Ohio. Am I the right race? Look at race 9 here. Race 9, is that the Ohio Derby? No, that's a stakes race. That's 75,000. Okay, that's for 3-year-olds also going 9 furlongs. They got like the 11th race, which is it looks like kind of an Oaks type race. Or no, this is for 3-year-olds and older, fillies and mares. The 11th race, that is a $250,000 stakes race. I don't have the names of these races though on my sheet. Let's see. And then the 12th race. The 12th race is the Ohio Derby, evidently. Bafford's got a horse in there. Bafford. Desert Gate. You know, Christopher, I see what you see about the Albus. This horse, that horse has some upside. He's got a higher ceiling than any of these other horses in here. I mean, not by a lot, but yeah, he's got some room to grow, so to speak. Like I think his best races are ahead of him still, and this is a field that he could definitely do some damage in. But that goes at 6:20 Eastern. I will not be on the show. I got some other stuff I got to do. So, anyways, we have Gulfstream coming up. That was that 4-horse field, so I don't even want to really spend any time on that. We have Monmouth coming up. Monmouth race 4, 3, 4, 5. So we have a 7-horse field there. 7-horse field going 6 furlongs. Yeah, Christopher, I like your look on Elvis. I don't know what you're going to get though. I mean, what do you think you're going to get? I mean, go ahead. Uh, what do you? I'm not. Well, I can give my opinion of what I think is going to go off at. I got him going off at 9-1. Yeah, I just mine was more over like a 7-year average. Dan, at Thistle. I kind of just do that. Some other people online do it too, where they'll show like the average win payouts. You got to compare apples to apples, right? You got to compare, you know, same size field to other. You can't compare a 4-horse field to an 8-horse field. But if you just take all the eights or nines and tens, 10-horse fields, uh, and compare them to each other, this one came out lowest, the chalkiest. So, I mean, there's some other ones that are kind of bad too. Turf Paradise is pretty bad. Also, pretty low win payouts. So, I don't know. Plus, they run in the summer, and so they're running against much more competition. You know, like for instance, like even like today, you got. I mean, Delaware's not bad. Delaware on the turf does some decent races. The Monmouth turf races are nice. Woodbine turf races are nice. You got Churchill. Their turf races. They have some nice dirt races too at Churchill. All going today. Aqueduct has not looked good so far, but I believe that they have some better races. So the competition's kind of tough right now for for it. If it was it was a winter and they had the same kind of field size, they might get a little more interest, I think. But I don't know if this will even have a turf course. I don't believe that they do. I think they're just strictly dirt. But they run Belterre, I think, also. Yeah, so they run Belterre on one side of the state, then they run Thistle on the other side. I think Thistle is Cleveland area and Belterre is Cincinnati. I honestly, I don't follow Ohio racing that much. Like I said, I just looked at the numbers and I was like, okay, pass. All right, let's look at a Monmouth race for the 1-horse Go Woke Go Broke. Currently 3-1. I had it priced at 6, so that's a pass for me. Next, the 2-horse Syntactic. Currently 8-1, 8.5-1. Uh, like I said, currently 8-1. I had a price at 12, so that's a pass. Syntactic. They're going to the gate actually. Chuck Willis, 2 to 1. I had him priced at 9 to 5, so little tiny bit of value there, I think, on Chuck. The 7, I'm just kind of skipping through these now. I thought actually was a bet. Latin Spice. I'll take that one. Small price. I better get my bet in on that one. So let's take the Latin Spice and Chuck Willis. One price, one not a price. In this 7-horse field. And they are off at Monmouth now. 3 got out. That's Chuck Willis. To the early lead. 6 is right there. Levy was dry. They're going a pretty good clip up front. 3 and the 6 are fighting it out for pace supremacy here. Got the 1 sitting in the perfect spot. Go woke, go broke, which I didn't really have any interest in, but it's getting a trip for sure. The 3 has put away the 6-horse. Chuck Willis sticking over the lead. It's got a decent lead here, about 3 lengths over the 1. Here comes the 5, I believe, now going into second, Crypto Man. And going to try to catch the 3 here. This might get close at the end. The 3's still got the lead. 3's going to hold on and win by about a half a length over the 5. So 3-5, the favorite, Chuck Willis, which I did take a little bit on. I took more of the 7. The 7 I never saw the 7. Oh, now I see him. He didn't really get anything going early or late. I think the strategy was to come on late, but he just didn't have really any kick late for Latin Spice. Chuck Willis wins at 8-5. The second favorite came in second. The third favorite came in third. Well, no, the fourth favorite came in third. That was the 1. The 1 had all the trip really all laid out for him, but just had nothing in the stretch. All right, let's go to Woodbine. Woodbine race 4. We got 5 minutes there. All right, Woodbine. Let's take a look at Woodbine, Toronto, Canada. One horse, Sarayu, 8 to 5. I had him priced a little higher than that, so I'm going to pass on him. Although I can kind of see the upside. It's working pretty good. Should actually have an improved effort today. I think he's a little bit short. He's the favorite, 9 to 5. Um, yeah, I'm going to pass. The two horse, Awesome Grace, currently 3 to 1 right now. That's horse price at 4 to 1. So that's a pass for me. The 3 horse, Red Destiny, currently 9 to 1. Item priced at 15, so that's a pass for me. The 4 horse, Breezing Easy, currently 4.5 to 1. I had it priced at 3.5, so that's a play. That's actually a decent play. Breezing Easy. I am on at Woodbine. Let's see here. The 5, Flatter for Cat. Currently 3.5 to 1. I had a price at 10, so no interest there. The 6, hold on, getting messages here. Okay, where was I? Flatter for Cat. Yeah, it's currently 4 to 1. I had it like a price over 10, so no, don't play there. The 6 horse, currently 25 to 1. I had him priced at 80. No action there. Hearts Collide, currently 19 to 1. I had him priced at 60. The 8 horse, La Gizmo, 17 to 1 currently. I had him priced at 50, so no play there. So I am on the 400%. The 1 horse, that would probably be my second pick. I will play him in exacta. I'll go 4-1 exacta box, and hopefully the 4 will win. I got a win bet on the 4, and that's about it. So we got after that, we got Aqueduct at 3 minutes. Let's take a look. Aqueduct race 4. We got a decent race. We got some field size here at least. All right. Set up here. I don't know what the delay here at Woodbine is. They're circling around. Not sure what the problem. Take out the one horse at Aqueduct. I think that was a scratch a while ago. Let's see that. Wally. Okay, let's take a look at 4th race. I gotta meet Wally. Wally, I can tell Wally's a character. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just give you my picks here at Aqueduct. I really like the 6 here, Aqua Blaze. I got no problem with that one. I like the first fraction speed. It's got some few other things tactically. I think this is going to help him too. The 6 furlongs on the turf, the surface change, or I don't know if it's a change, but I think that this is, at least from a pedigree standpoint, is where he kind of fits. Yeah, Dawn's on it too. Dawn's on the 6. Yeah. And I also I don't hate your exacta box either. I especially the 8. I like the 8. 8's my second pick. I go 6 and 8. 7 I don't really have a problem with either. But I don't know that would be my second choice. I think I would go 2. If I would go 6, 8, 2, and then the 7. That's all. But yeah, gotta do a win bet on the 6, Aqua Blaze. The 8 got to tease. I got to do a little win bet on him too. That's a price at 20 to 1. You wouldn't want it to win. Okay. Did we go off at? Oh, we're off at Woodbine finally. Not sure what the delay was all about. 4 got out good though. 4 got out to the lead. Now he got kind of collared by the 8, like Gizmo. Four still fighting. May have the lead, but the one's going to swoop them all. Looks like Soraya. That's the chalk. Yeah. Then the 2. It's going to come in 1, 2, 8. It's like 1, 2, 8 to me. So that's pretty chalky. That's kind of chalked out a little bit. And Aqueduct. Never saw the 6, did we? Oh, my bad. That's the wrong race. I had the 1 on the 4 there. So I needed a 4 to run second. He wasn't that far back. He was right with the 8. 8 got second. I wonder if I got first and third there. I had the 1, but I didn't play the 1 to win. I only played him with the exacta with the 4. The 4 really got hammered at the gate. Not the gate. At the tote board. I think it came in 1, 2, 8, 4. So I got. I think. I don't know if I'm seeing this right. Yeah, 4's right there. 4 is on like the 2 lane. The 2 passes the 8 and the 4, and then here comes the 3. I don't know if that's really close. The 4 might have got 4th. Hard to say. But if I would have known that the 4 was going to go off at 5 to 2, I would have not played him. All right, we are racing at Aqueduct. 5 is taking over the lead in the stretch from the 7, and the 2 and 10. 5 is your even money chalk. Gonna win easy. The 10, I think, was the second favorite, run second, so we have favorite over second favorite at Aqueduct. The next we got Delaware 5th race. What do we got going on here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 horse field at Delaware in the 5th race. It looks like we're on the turf there. We are a mile on the turf at Delaware. Let's see what we have in store there. Yeah. Delaware. I need to get cracking on that one. Delaware. Okay. Not really gonna have a chance. They're loading at Delaware. Let me see if I just see anything here. Oh, here we go. I mean, the one looks like he deserves to be 8 to 5. I don't know if that's a bet or not, but the 6 doesn't look too bad either. I think I'll put a little bet, small bet on the 6, Mach 2. The 8 horse, Kitten's Ploy. There's another one, doesn't look terrible, but he's a bomb. They do get some bombs on the turf at Delaware, so wouldn't be afraid to take a price at that track. All right, they're off at Delaware. We got the 6th at Gulfstream coming up. Let's get on over there. I didn't like the one at Gulfstream. He's a favorite. I have him priced completely differently, much higher. I thought his chances were not great. Seven's going to win at Delaware, the 4-5 favorite. The 2 horse going to run second, Battle, at 12-1. It's been a few small bets there at Delaware. We got Gulfstream. Well, they're just now coming out onto the track. We got some time at Gulfstream. Take a look at that. Like I said, the one I didn't really care for, Strike. Man, price at 4.5-1. He's 9-5 right now. I don't see the lure there. The 3, Spicy Taco, is the next one down. The 2 scratched. Currently 4.5-1. I had a price around 5.5-1, so keep an eye on that one. That one could drift up into where would be playable. Spicy Taco. 4 horse Slew de Oro. I had him priced at 200-1, so I didn't think much of him. The 5 horse, currently 11-1, Etruscan Warrior. 11-1 currently, obviously, and 22-1 is what I priced that horse at. There's no interest there. 7 horse, King Henry, currently 4.5-1. I had him priced at 4-1. That's a bet. King Henry, I think, is a player here. Definitely a strong contender at a kind of mid price, 4.5-1. Sammy Camacho aboard. I'm not the biggest Sammy Camacho fan. He's a very aggressive rider, which can work out or not so much. But sometimes he'll burn up a horse early in the race. Not much for patience. The 8 horse, which is at 3-1, Road to Midnight. He's 3.5-1. I had him priced at 4-1, so that's not too bad. I mean, it's close. I think if you're going to play an exacta, I would key the 7, and then maybe hook them to the 8 and the 3. I think the 3 at 5-1. I think that's actually going to be my second play here. So I'll go 7, 3, 7, 3, and then maybe 8. I'm not crazy about the 8, just straight value, but I think he deserves. He's got a decent chance of getting in the exacta for sure. But like I said, the 7 I think is the value here. King Henry. Let's do that. And the 3. Excuse me. Then we got Monmouth after that. So which looks like was actually a great betting race until they scratched 4 horses out of there. But still has 10 horses running. So worth looking at for sure. Let's do that. Let's get on over to Monmouth, race 5, 10-horse field. We are going 5.5 furlongs on the turf at Monmouth. One horse I didn't really have any interest in. The 2, no interest at all. The 3, Slick Merlin, was a horse I was very interested in. Currently 7-1. I had him priced at 4.5-1. So Slick Merlin is going to be a play at Monmouth. Slick Merlin, let's go. Be one of the few real full plays I've had. Probably like a handful, but I do like him. He's worth a bet, a regular old bet. 4 horse. Currently 9-1. I had him priced at 25, so no interest there. The 5 horse, currently 2-1. I had him priced at 3-1, so no interest there. The 6 horse, Purple Lulu, currently 14-1. I had him priced at 75. The 7 horse, One Fine Wine, currently 3.5-1. I had him priced at a little less than that. They're off at Gulfstream. See how much time we have for Monmouth. It shows 0 minutes. We got, like I said, I did like the 7. I was on the 3 already. So we go 3, 7, and then the 8 was one that's kind of close. Lydia Rose, currently 11-1. I have him priced around 14-1, so it's one of those ones kind of close. It's maybe like my 3rd pick here. The 9 I didn't like at all. The 10, I had him priced at 75-1. He's currently 11, so yeah, no bet there. We did get Spicy Taco one at Gulfstream, the 6-1 shot, so we got that. Let's see. The 3 wins at Gulfstream. Like I said, I'm on the 3 and the 7 here at Monmouth. We'll do an exacta box, 3-7. The 8 pedigree. Yeah, let's see here. Monmouth 8. Yeah, pedigree. The works are actually a little better than the pedigree on that 8, Lydia Rose. I looked at that horse. Yeah, he was one that I was kind of on the fence on, honestly. A little bit, yeah. So we had Spicy Taco. King Henry got third. Man, that'd have been nice if he got second. Yeah, he was pretty far back though. Wasn't that close to the one. Yeah, the one I thought was just like grossly overbet, but did run second. We're off at Monmouth. The 8 pops out there, grabs the lead. Lydia Rose. Like I said, I was on the fence on that one, but ultimately I didn't play him. So the 3's in second, and I got the 3 and 7 in my exacta. 7's taking over the lead here. One Fine Wine. Who's this? I can't tell. They got the worst cameras at Monmouth. They're still like in standard definition. I can't see the numbers for the shit. Somebody beat my 7. I think it was 5. 5 got me. Okay. Yeah. This is the old favorite. Yeah. It was favorite over second favorite after it was all said and done. The 7 had decent odds for a while until the end. Ours wasn't really got hit late. It was a 7. Let's see. What is next? Aqueduct. 5th race. Aqueduct 5th. Okay, here we are. Aqueduct 5th. Okay, Aqueduct, fifth race. All right, we got a minute. Let's take a look at Aqueduct race 5. This might be the last race I do today, though. Got emergencies going on here everywhere. Okay, Aqueduct. So the first horse, Timia, is currently 3.5 to 1. I have priced at 8. So yeah, no play there for me. Got these all out of order too. Or they're running them out of order, I should say. The scheduled times are not holding up. Which normally wouldn't be a big deal. It's just that I'm not a little ill prepared today. If you forgive me. Let's see. Okay, the 2 horse baseball lady, currently 3 to 1. I had a price at 6. 3 horse Lady Delilah, I had priced at 15. Currently at 15, and projected to go up higher. So that is a play. Lady Delilah. Do like that guy or Brett? Probably a mayor. Lady Delilah. Lady Delilah. Probably figures to be kind of a late running sprinter here. It's a smaller stakes race. I think fits here. Lady Delilah. The 4 horse, AP Slingshot, currently 5 to 1. I had him priced at 10. The 5 Twirly, currently 6 to 1. I had him priced at 15. So no action there. The 6 horse, Amy's Light. Here's a horse, a nice pedigree, nice early speed. Not number 1 in either one of those, but like right up in second or third in both of those categories. And rounding into form here for the 6, Amy's Light. So that's a play. So we got Delilah and Amy. Those are our 2 plays so far. Oops. 3 and 6. I do like the 7 horse, our preferred pal, currently 8 to 1. That's kind of what basically where I had this horse at, was around 8 to 1. So that would be probably our third pick in here. The 8 horse, currently at 8 to 1. I had a price at 12, Scarlet Stream. That's one I'm going to have to keep an eye on. That would probably be my third pick. I go 3, 6, 8. 3, 6, 8 at Aqueduct race 5. I'll play him at an exact 3, 6, 8. 368 at Aqueduct, and that's in the chat. We got Zane here. Hey Zane, thanks for coming. Yeah, we've had some of that today, Dan, with the favorites. It's been, I mean, not all chalk, but it's been primarily chalk today. All right, we got 1 minute to Aqueduct, and again, this is the last race for me today. Let's see. Got a bigger field here at Thistle. I'm just watching on TVG. Looks like the one's gonna. So it looks like the one was gonna win, but then kind of hung. Looks like maybe the 10. Well, I can't see the numbers very well on TVG. They're standard definition still, that network. Looks like the 10. There's an 8 there. There's an 8 in between them. Maybe. Oh no, is that 13? Oh, it's 13. So it's close. Probably 8. 8 is 66 to 1. Is that right? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Wally's coming in. Let's see, 147 exacta box. Go Wally. Eight didn't like that guy whipping him or swinging the whip around behind him. Scarlet Stream. They're loading at Aqueduct, so it's just a little commentary. One got out, the favorite on the lead. The 2's right there, the second favorite. So it's first favorite, second favorite right now, run down the backstretch. The 7's right there. The 3 and 8 aren't too far out of it. The 8th and 4th looks like he's trying to get stoked up and make a run here. 5 is rolling pretty good. 8's moving all right also, but then the 3 is not really doing much. Let's see. 8 needs to keep his momentum going here on the rail. We got the 1, the 7 fighting it out on the lead. Our preferred pal. Looks like taking over the lead. Here comes the 2 again. Baseball Lady. And looks like it's going to win. Looks like it's going to be a 2-7-1. Or maybe 2-1-7. Looks like 2-1-7 or 2-1-4. Baseball lady got out near the lead and then kind of laid back and then made a run at the end to win. You don't see that all that often. All right, well, that's going to do it for me this week. Again, I'm sorry for kind of coming on late today. We'll be back next week. It'll be Stephen F. Foster Day at Churchill. That'll be a big deal. Churchill runs tonight, so you guys are playing that. Good luck to y'all. Yeah. All right. I will see you next week. You guys have a great day. Thanks.